Ever get that, like, spooky feeling? You're thinking about something random, maybe like, oh, I don't know, pizza, and then suddenly, pizza commercials are everywhere you look. Some folks might just call it coincidence, but we're going deep on a concept that says maybe it's something more. We're talking manifestation. And to help us unpack all this, we've got a whole stack of fascinating sources, including this episode from the American Mic Drop podcast. They've got a really interesting angle on how manifestation connects to, that classic American go-getter spirit.
Yeah, and what's really cool is this whole concept, it's not just some mystical woo-woo stuff. There's actually a scientific basis for it. Like, have you ever heard of the reticular activating system? It's this part of your brain.
Rings a bell.
It basically acts like a filter, right? So it prioritizes information that's related to whatever you're focusing on at the moment. So let's say you're constantly thinking about landing your dream job. Your brain might actually start picking up on opportunities that you wouldn't have even noticed otherwise.
Okay, that makes sense. But American Mic Drop takes it a step further, right? They're saying it's not just about noticing things, it's about actually like shaping your reality through focused intention and action.
Exactly. They're really big on this idea that manifestation is not passive. It's not just about wishing on a star and waiting for things to magically appear. It's about aligning your thoughts, your actions, your energy towards a specific goal. They use this analogy of a gardener,
Okay.
You can't just plant a seed and expect a beautiful flower to just bloom without tending to it. You got to give it water, sunlight, all that good stuff.
I like that. So let's dig into some of the key takeaways from American Mic Drop. They start out talking about the importance of clarity.
Oh, absolutely. They're really hammering home that you need to get crystal clear about what you want. Vague desires like, I want to be successful, that doesn't really give your brain a specific target to lock onto. They're encouraging listeners to define their goals with like laser-like precision.
So instead of just success, it's more like, I want to launch my own design business by next summer, really painting that vivid picture for yourself.
Exactly. And it's not just about intellectually knowing what you want, but also feeling the emotions. The emotions associated with actually achieving that goal. Actually, American Mic Drop shares this great story about a sound engineer named Jake who used this approach to manifest his dream job with, get this, a major podcast network. He didn't just think about it. He felt the excitement, the satisfaction, the pride of landing that role.
And it wasn't just him sitting around daydreaming, right? He took action.
100%. He networked, honed his skills, put together this killer portfolio. Basically, he did everything he could to prepare himself for that opportunity. American Mic Drop really drives home that action is crucial. It's about channeling that focused intention into tangible steps.
So it's like a blend of mindset and hustle. But what about when things get tough? I mean, everyone faces setbacks, right?
Right. And that's where the idea of trust and resilience comes in. American Mic Drop suggests we need to trust the process, even when we hit those roadblocks. They actually compare setbacks to these subtle city breezes.
Okay, how so?
Think about it. You're walking down the street, and a gentle breeze kind of nudges you in a slightly different direction. You might not even realize it's happening, but those subtle nudges, they can actually lead you to unexpected destinations.
So we should see roadblocks as like course corrections, not necessarily failures.
Exactly. It's about having the resilience to adapt, to keep moving forward, trusting that those challenges, they're ultimately guiding us towards our goals.
I like that. So we've got clarity, action, trust, resilience. What else does American Mic Drop say is essential for manifestation?
Well, they wrap up with this concept that might seem counterintuitive. Gratitude.
Gratitude.
Yeah, you might be thinking, why focus on what I have when I'm trying to get more?
Right.
But there's a powerful reason for it.
I mean, have you ever noticed how when you really focus on what you're grateful for, it kind of shifts your whole perspective? Things don't seem so bad.
That's a great point. And it's not just a feeling. There's actual neuroscience behind this. Focusing on gratitude can literally change your brain, activating those areas associated with positive emotions. It helps you appreciate your current situation while still keeping you motivated to achieve your goals. It's about recognizing the abundance that already exists in your life, which can actually create a more positive and receptive mindset for attracting even more good things.
So it's like American Mic Drop is saying the key ingredients are getting clear on what you want, feeling those emotions of achievement, taking consistent action, and practicing gratitude. Sounds like a powerful recipe for making things happen.
It really is. And while American Mic Drop is just one perspective on this, vast topic, it's a great starting point for exploring the potential of manifestation.
Absolutely. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to delve deeper into these concepts, explore the science behind them, and even look at some alternative perspectives.
Because, well, American Mic Drop has this, like, uniquely American take on manifestation.
Mm.
This concept, it pops up in different cultures and philosophies throughout history.
That's what makes it so fascinating, right? It really makes you think about human potential and our ability to shape our own reality. Like, how much control do we really have?
Exactly.
We'll be right back after a quick break.
To dive into some of those alternative perspectives.
So we've been talking about this idea of like personal manifestation, right? Like,
Yeah.
Jake, visualizing that dream job and taking the steps to actually get there. But the American Mic Drop episode, they kind of hint at something bigger too, right? Like almost a collective aspect to all of this.
Oh, yeah, definitely. They bring up this concept that just like those subtle city breezes can kind of guide you in different directions, there might be these larger forces at play, some kind of collective energy that influences us all.
So are they saying that our individual manifestations can actually impact, like, the world around us and vice versa?
That's a question that's been around forever, right? Philosophers, scientists, they've been wrestling with that one for ages. Think about social movements, for example. When you have enough people all coming together with that shared vision for change, it creates this incredible momentum. It can actually transform societies, you know?
Oh, yeah, totally. Like a ripple effect. But how does that connect to manifestation on a personal level?
Well, now we're getting into some pretty deep territory. Some theories suggest that our thoughts and intentions can actually influence what's called the quantum field.
The quantum field.
Yeah, basically, it's like the underlying energy of the entire universe.
Okay, that's getting a little out there for me. But I guess it does make you wonder, if we're all connected on some level, could our individual manifestations contribute to, like, a collective shift in consciousness?
It's a pretty wild idea to think about. And whether or not you buy into the whole quantum field thing, it's clear that we do impact each other, right? Think about the power of inspiration. When you see someone achieve something amazing, it can spark something within you, motivate you to chase your own dreams.
Yeah, totally. So let's bring it back to our listener for a sec. What does all this mean for them? How can they start applying these concepts to their own lives?
Well, like we talked about before, it all starts with clarity. What really matters to you? What are those deep down desires, your passions, your unique talents? Once you have that clear vision, you can start setting specific goals that actually align with it.
It's almost like creating a personal mission statement,
Right,
a declaration of who you are and what you want to create in the world.
exactly. And as you take action towards those goals, remember the importance of trust and resilience. There will always be bumps in the road. But those setbacks, they're just opportunities for growth and those course corrections we were talking about earlier.
And don't forget about gratitude.
Absolutely. Cultivating gratitude is like setting the stage for your manifestations to thrive. It shifts your focus from what you're lacking to what you already have, helps you appreciate the journey, even when things get tough.
So to recap, we've got clarity of vision, specific goals, consistent action, unwavering trust, and a grateful heart. That's quite the toolkit for manifesting your dreams.
It really is. And remember, this isn't about achieving some kind of perfect, effortless life. It's about aligning your actions with your intentions, showing up every day, embracing the journey with all its ups and downs.
It's about becoming the best version of yourself, while also recognizing that you're part of something so much bigger than yourself.
And that brings us to a final question for our listeners to ponder. If you could fast forward 5 years and have a chat with your future self, what would that person be doing? What would they be feeling? What kind of life would they be experiencing? And what's one small step you can take today to start moving in that direction?
That's a powerful question to sit with. It reminds us that manifestation, it's not just some abstract idea, it's a call to action. It's about taking ownership of your dreams and actively shaping the life you want to live. So as we wrap up our deep dive into manifestation, American style, remember this: you have the power to make things happen. It starts with a clear vision, a belief in yourself, and the willingness to put in the work. And hey, who knows? Maybe your manifestation journey will not only transform your own life, but also create ripples of positivity that extend far beyond yourself. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Keep those intentions high, take consistent action, and remember to appreciate the journey along the way.
If you could fast forward 5 years and have a chat with your future self, what would that person be doing? What would they be feeling? And what kind of life would they be experiencing? And what's one small step you can take today to start moving in that direction?
Whoa. That's a powerful question to sit with. It really reminds us that manifestation, it's not just some far-out concept. It's a call to action. It's about taking ownership of your dreams and really actively shaping the life you want to live.
I think so too.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into manifestation, American style, remember, you have the power to make things happen. It starts with a clear vision, a belief in yourself, and that willingness to put in the work. And hey, who knows? Maybe your manifestation journey will not only transform your own life, but it'll also create these like ripples of positivity that extend way beyond yourself. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Keep those intentions high, take consistent action, and remember to appreciate the journey along the way.